Alright everyone, I'm making a video about my first win in iRacing. This is just to showcase the thoughts of a rookie and his journey on the first win. Um, Start off the race, P4. I wanted to take it easy, nothing too scary. Uh, I thought, hey, the race is going to come to me, so let's just be patient. First lap, cold tires. Obviously don't want to push it too much. And again, I'm a rookie. This is all new to me. Uh, but hey, one thing I learned is to be patient. Just race my race, and it'll come. So here's the thing. Here's first lap. I'm a little squirrely, but first hairpin is coming up, and I know there's an opportunity. I know there's an opportunity, and boom, there it is. Easy. Rookies is a bloodbath. It is an absolute bloodbath. Um, Either you make it or you don't. It took me 45, 42, 42, 45 starts just to get this first win, and I'll show you, what my thought process was. But I saw this guy in my mirrors. He was coming in fast, aggressive, and I just wanted to let him through. Hey, go ahead, enjoy it. I'll keep I'll keep racing my race. I'll get you. It's all right. Um, didn't really think anything of it at the time. I thought P3 is decent. For me, P3 is great. So let's go. Um, I was trying to work on mastering this little chicane, and it's difficult for me at the time. I know this is a momentum-based car, um, and there's a lot of tire screeching happening as well. I'm trying to understand that, trail braking, all that good stuff. It's a lot of stuff for a newbie to absorb, but slowly but surely you really start to hone in on your skills and understanding just how everything works. And it's a beautiful game. It's a beautiful journey. I've been racing for 2 months, and there's something that I've always done. I've been a sim racer, I guess, for man since 2014 when I bought the first Oculus developer kit and a wheel and a chair and everything. But I never really raced online. It took me this long. It took me what 12 years to actually get the balls to actually race online. And now that I have, it is absolutely addicting. It's astonishing the level of play and excitement and adrenaline that you can get out of it. But anyway, I'm just rambling on here. Hey, I'm seeing the cracks. I'm seeing the cracks in the armor, some chinks in the armor. This dude is a little concerned that I'm right behind him, and I'm reminded of Max Verstappen. He's a shark, man. He's behind you. He smells blood. He will not give up, and that's my motivation, right? Just race your race, and it'll come. And this is it. This boom. I saw it. I smelled it, and I just knew it was gonna come. I knew he was squirrely. I knew he was gonna make a mistake, and it came, and I'm like, all right, well, on to the next. And notice I'm a point, like 2 seconds, maybe 2.2 behind this guy, and he's okay. He's got a decent pace compared to mine. Mind you, this is a lower I rating. I think it's in the 1200s. So we're not the best. We're all learning. But the excitement of chasing somebody and nailing your corners and hitting the RPM, the accelerator to get those RPMs out of that turn, that is exhilarating. That is so fun to me. Like I said, as a rookie, and just keeping your eyes on the target, trying to be concentrated for what is it, 12 minutes that these races are. It takes a lot because you have a lapse in judgment for 1 split second. You're done, absolutely done. You spin out, you start losing time, you start losing that momentum, and it gets you, man. You really had gotta master that level of just pure concentration the whole thing through. Um, this is gonna step. I guess this is a stepping stone for me to get into the GT racing, but the thought process is to go, I don't know, like a full season, a few months maybe of just MX5, learning the mechanics, learning the momentum, how this car works. Like right here, just am I screeching too much? Like I know I am. I'm burning the tires. I'm losing seconds on the back 7, 8 laps. On the back end of that. It's just so much. Like how do I take the turns? When do I lift? When do I accelerate? When do I when am I aggressive? Racecraft. Like right here, do I brake late? If I do, am I gonna lose that momentum? It's just so many things that you gotta think about. Working on my smoothness, working on um, um, you know trail braking. It's still so hard to me, unbelievably hard. I just can't get it. I've been driving my car since I was 18 years old. I'm in my 40s now, and it's such a difficult thing to master. All right, so here I'm taking the curb a lot, and I actually had another episode in another race where I'm racing hard, and I was overheating my tires. And see, this isn't something that you don't think about whenever you play arcade games like, Forza or some other ones. Oh, your tires are basically indestructible. And here, they overheat. And I had overheated tires because I was just screeching the whole race, and I just hit that curb and boom, it just exploded on me. I'm like, what the heck? And it's just astonishing the level of. Oh, there you go. So this guy, I'm chasing him down, and he disconnected. And I let off the gas. I'm like, okay, cool. This is great. I'm gonna win my first race, and I just let the guy behind me catch up a little bit because I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to overdrive it. So I'm doing my thing, but you never know with racing. That's the thing. You never know what's gonna happen. So I'm racing my race, and I believe this dude just shows up out of nowhere. Like he was having connection issues. And he just comes in, should be coming in pretty pretty soon. And uh, by the time that he showed up, the damage was done. I was already down a little bit, and I just like try to freak out a little bit, but then compose myself. All right, well, um, I'm down. Let's catch up. Let's put some pressure on him. Maybe he just there you go. He just showed up again, right? I'm like, oh man, he's so further away. Okay, that's fine. We can get him. We can do something. And and then this is where I was like, all right, let's go. Let's let's try to match that pace. Then he disconnected again. I go, you know what? Well, you've done it once. You're probably gonna do it again. Um, so I just kept doing my thing, and I actually kept racing. I picked up the pace a little bit because the guy behind me was getting racy, and I don't know if he was gonna reconnect again. But then I saw I think that he finally dropped too many packets, and I go, wow, this is it. This could get me to the finish. This could get me to the finish. I just got what, like 4 minutes left. All I got to do is 4 minutes after racing what 22 hours of actual racing. This was gonna be my first win. Man, I was excited. Um, and again, as a rookie, I didn't even think it was gonna come. I've seen people that they race 100, 130 races and they finally get their win. It took me 42. I've seen people that within 10 or 20. That's fine. It all depends. These were hard fought races. I was just excited. I was a little nervous. You ever get that jittery feeling? Man, I was shaking a little bit. My heart was racing. I have a little monitor. It went up to like 120. Just sitting down. Uh, but I'm racing my race. I'm doing my chicanes, trying to make sense of what's happening, and and I'm reminded of these. I've watched a lot of Formula One and these maiden wins. These guys, all they gotta do, I bet you the engineers are nervous as hell because whenever they get their first win and they're winning, let's say by a considerable amount, the engineers are always like, "Hey, just bring it home." And that's all I was thinking. I was thinking of Lando Norris, it's his first win. I think it was in Miami. Everybody was excited for him, and everybody was like, "Just bring it home, dude. Don't be the hero." And that's what I was thinking. I was thinking these guys motivate me. Obviously, they're on top of the sport, so I'm getting sort of motivation and that drive from these conversations from these high level teams, and that's what that's what really does it for me as a rookie. Um, I also use a lot of AI for some training. I know there's forums, there's videos and things like that, but I put my data on AI. I record little videos and I try to test myself as far as whether I did something right or wrong, and it's part of the journey. Learning, absorbing as much, enjoying it. Also, I'm not really too worried too much about my I rating. I've been doing a lot of reading on the iRacing subreddit, and that's what they say. Like, hey, just enjoy it. Race to race and enjoy it. If you worry too much about I rating, you're gonna have a bad time. So I think this is the lap where I'm about to bring it home. I'm about to bring it home. There's some um, excitement surrounding it, but two people showed up from the pits. Oh no, I am freaking out. And these guys are racing. But this guy was too aggressive. Cold tires, boom, rookie mistake. He spun out. And this guy in front of me, I guess he wanted to prove a point that he wasn't gonna let me punk him. So he was on it right away. And to be fair, he's okay, but again, look, cold tires. He was too aggressive, and I slowed down significantly. Now I could have passed him up. I could have like, this is my race. No, 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 no. I'm gonna bring it home. Let this guy race his race. I mean, he's already pissed off, right? Like he came out of the pits. So that's my thought process. Let him finish his race. But the fact is, I got somebody behind me. So the guy behind me, he's catching up. He's like that's 2 seconds now, where he was three before, and that little stint just lost me a bunch of time. But nevertheless, that dude in front of me, he's back on. His is racing, right? His race is racing, and one little chicane. That's all I'm hoping for. Just a clean little exit, and we're done. So that is where we come in. Last, my first win. It was exciting, and we made it happen. But thank you for listening. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.